Gilbert the Good-Hearted Jackal, Gwen Comes to Lunch by Alex Foster. Gilbert the Good-Hearted Jackal in Masai Mara, Kenya was a good deed on a safari in many years. He was on his way to pick up Gwen the spray hare on Masai Mara Elementary School. When he was arrived, he saw Gwen was coming out of the school. "How's your school today, Gwen?" he asked. "Yep, it was, Gilbert," answered Gwen. "Miss Bamboo gave me an A+ for the math education. So can you take me home?" "Sure, of course," replied Gilbert. Gwen hopped on Gilbert's back and they set off to Gwen's house. They made it to Gwen's house. Gwen gets off of Gilbert's back and she inside her home. "Gwen, I was mistaken," said Gilbert. "My boss made me a vegetable salad for lunch tomorrow. Would you like to come?" "Sure, Gilbert," Gwen squeaked. "I'm come tomorrow. I hope your boss not going to eat me." Gilbert was conceited. He didn't know Gwen was always joking. Gwen went back inside and Gilbert also walked away. Then he came to see his friends Swiper the lion and Wilbur the elephant. Gilbert will tell them about Gwen was invited to Gilbert's picnic outdoors. "Gwen said if I invite her to my boss's house, he'll eat her," he barked. "Oh, come on, Gilbert, don't be ridiculous," smiled Swiper. Gwen said she's just only joking. I'm sure your boss will understand. He'll invite her to your house, and he'll give you and Gwen a vegetable salad." "Swiper's right," said Willard. "Your boss will be over about eating dead animals. Don't worry, Gilbert. Just be happy with Gwen and your boss." "Okay, guys," said Gilbert nervously. "I'll try." Gilbert ran home. He asked his boss about Gwen was invited about the weekend's picnic outside of his house. "I think we invite Gwen outside a picnic of your home," he barked seriously. "All right, boy," Gilbert's boss said. "I'll make the vegetable salad for lunch tomorrow, so don't let any critter inside of my house." "Don't worry, boss," Gilbert barked smugly. I won't invite Gwen inside. I invite her outside your home." The next day, Gilbert's boss made the vegetable salad and gift to Gilbert. Just then, Gilbert saw Gwen was made it to Gilbert's house. He put the vegetable plate down with Gwen and said, "Hey, Gilbert, I didn't know you bought the vegetable salad." "Thanks, Gwen," Gilbert barked. "My boss made it just for us. There was 2 carrots, 2 tomatoes, and 2 celeries." "Thanks, Gil," squeaked Gwen happily. "When we done feasting our lunch, I'll get back to my house." And make Gilbert feel better. On a dangerous game reserve, Chucky the impala having trouble being chased by a leopard. The leopard began to sing, "Come here, my hoot-sweet, get back here or you're dead meat." "Help!" Chucky cried. He finally used his speed to confuse the leopard. He finally to get away. You wouldn't believe what Chucky was coming next. There was Gilbert's burrow. Gilbert and Gwen still enjoyed their vegetables for lunch. "Horrors!" Chucky screamed. He tried to break his hooves, but it was too late. He crashes into Gilbert's mailbox. Luckily for Chucky, no one was hurt, but he tried to stand up. His legs wasn't broken, and he felt so lucky. "Mr. Impala, are you okay?" Gilbert yelled. Chucky couldn't speak. Gwen wasn't furious. She said to Chucky, "You miserable antelope! What have you done to Gilbert's mailbox? Now you ruin our lunch." Gilbert was worried. He and Gwen went to call for help. Gilbert's boss wasn't very happy about Chucky fell in the mailbox. He was so depressed. If Gilbert and Gwen will get for help, they entered Glickenglocken to get their wagon. After they went for help, they brought the angel mayor of Glickenglocken. Mayor Angel was arrived. "Don't worry, Mr. Impala, we will get you out," she chuckled. They got a wagon to get Chucky on. Gilbert struggled to pull, and Mirror Angel will help Gilbert to push. They will get him out of Gilbert's burrow to safety. Poor Chucky was in disgrace. Gilbert, Gwen, and Mirror Angel left off with their wagon, but Gilbert's boss was coming out of his house. He also was very cross at Chucky. "You had a lot of trouble before broke my mailbox," he snapped. "Yes, but I'm sorry, Mr. Jackal," Chucky said sadly. "I was being chased by a leopard." Gilbert's boss was apology accepted. He doesn't like creatures crashing his mailboxes. "Okay," barked Gilbert's boss. "You should get back to your herd or you're being attacked by poachers." "A poacher?" sputtered Chucky. "Yes, Mr. Impala," Gilbert's boss replied. "Poachers like to kill us animals with their guns and their jeeps. Poachers also does not come to lunch and crash in their mailboxes." The end.